China has found a new villain. While the world fights the virus from China, China is fighting Donald Trump's team. One man in particular, the US Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, a Trump loyalist and an ex-spy master. Mr. Pompeo has been more hawkish on Beijing than the US president himself, and that's saying a lot. He has repeatedly contradicted top US spy agencies on the origin of the Wuhan virus. Mike Pompeo is certain that this virus was made in a Chinese lab. He says there's enormous evidence to back this claim and has been unsparing in his attacks on China. Here's a sample.
We strongly believe that the Chinese Communist Party did not report the outbreak of the new coronavirus in a timely fashion to the World Health Organization. China has a history of infecting the world, and they have a history of running substandard laboratories. I can tell you that there is a significant amount of evidence that this came from that laboratory in Wuhan. The CCP still has not shared the virus sample from inside of China with the outside world, making it impossible to track the disease's evolution. The United States strongly opposes China's bullying. We hope other nations will hold them to account too.
Stop bullying us, he said. Imagine this coming from one of the world's biggest bullies, the United States of America. It's all karma and China. So now Pompeo is being bullied and trolled. He is the target of choice of the Chinese state media, and this is serious. Evil, evasive, insane, blind, and a lying clown. These are some of the names that Mike Pompeo has been called by China's official mouthpieces. China's Xinhua news agency published an opinion piece today. It says, and I'm quoting, "When the Pompeos and the Navarros attack China over transparency, they should know that they are the ones who tried to play down the dire threat of the disease." CGTN has called Pompeo a disgrace to American diplomacy. It warns, and I'm quoting again, "The potential consequences of this kind of charlatan discourse will be enormous, and can one really assume China will just stand by and accept it? One cannot. We know what the Chinese regime is capable of, and we know what the Chinese state media is capable of. Global Times has thrown religion into the debate. Why? But then again, why not? This editorial reads, "Pompeo betrays Christianity with lies." It says that Mike Pompeo is not fit to be labeled a devout Christian. Global Times questions Christian doctrines to further the point. Allow me to quote. "It is widely known that Christian doctrine opposes lying. It's a sin. A false witness shall not go unpunished, and he that utters lies shall perish." A nation that takes pride in calling itself atheist is preaching another about religion. These really are strange times. We have little sympathies for either side, but I must say this. The Chinese state media is doing a good job of criticizing Mike Pompeo, but they have failed to really counter him. If this virus, the coronavirus, did not originate in a lab, then China must come clean and provide the world with facts that say otherwise. China says it has nothing to hide, and then China goes on to hide everything. Personal attacks on government officials will do very little to convince anyone.